Hello everyone. In this video, I will explain about the application of a Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem, a theorem describing how the conditional probability of each of a set of possible causes for a given observed outcome can be computed from knowledge of the probability of each cause and the conditional probability of the outcome of each cause. Bayes theorem formula: P of A given B is equal to P of B given A into P of A divided by P of B. Application in a medical field. Bayes theorem is employed in a clinical epidemiology to determine the probability of a particular disease in a group of people with a specific characteristics on the basis of overall rate of that disease and the likelihood of that specific characteristics in healthy and diseased individuals respectively. A common application of Bayes theorem is in clinical decision making, where it is used to estimate the probability of a particular diagnosis given the appearance of the specific signs, symptoms, or test outcomes. For example, the accuracy of the exercise cardiac stress test in predicting significant coronary artery disease (CAD) depends in part on the pre-test likelihood of a CAD, the prior probability in Bayes theorem. Application in environmental damage. Ecosystems are inherently complex, and despite efforts to identify and model causal chains linking ecosystem disturbance with the ecosystem response, there are inevitable discrepancies between observed and predicted conditions in the natural environment. Uncertainty, variability, and change all contribute of these differences, yet they are often ignored in predicting environmental problems. Statistical modeling techniques represent a general classification of tools that can help address discrepancies between predictions and observations, and Bayesian statistics in particular has recently been demonstrated to be a novel and effective tool for forecasting environmental pollutant problems because of its unique approach to quantifying certainty and variability. Application in business and finance. Interest rate. An unacceptable shift in interest rates that aren't fixed can have an impact on a business, negatively affecting the amount having to be paid on some loans and the process of exporting the overseas territories with different currencies. Bayes theorem enables a business to estimate the probability of such a shift happening and factor the likely changes into its financial planning. Net income. Net income, representing the profit a business generates, can be affected dramatically by external sources, covering anything from the weather to geographical occurrences and a shift in the cost of materials. Probability scenarios can be applied when events such as these take place in order to calculate the likely impact, making it easier to take corrective action. Predicting water quality conditions using a Bayes theorem. Water quality is regularly monitored through the concentration of at least one in situ toxin water suitably for a proposed use, drinking water, diversion, or agricultural use. Release upon whether the amounts of the pollutants surpass the water quality standard numeric thresholds. Since these contaminations regularly cannot be estimated straightforwardly, research normally measures pointers that fill in as potential substitutes for the pollutant of concern. This is the diagram. This shows the water quality monitoring at a shellfish harvesting area in East Northern Carolina. Conclusion. Bayes theorem provides a method for revising initial or prior probability estimates for specific events of interest, taking into account information about the specific events for the sources such as sample, a special report, or a product test. Bayes theorem does not only in mathematics, but it is also has a many real life applications such as the internet. Thank you.